Okay, I'm recording on the audio now.
Oh, okay, really?
Yeah.
Alright.
And
This is the Smurfs.
I'm not recording the video yet.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, now the video's recording.
Alright. So, this is the Smurfs. How many acts are in this game?
I don't know, but apparently we made it to Act 10 without even playing it.
Oh, that's pretty neat.
It's Smurfs for the NES, right?
Yeah, Nintendo.
Yeah.
And it has black Smurfs. That's not racist. Not racist. It's if anyone's ever heard the purple Smurfs, it's like that. But before this, when the black Smurfs came to, whoa, that's how you do it. That's how you kill it.
Oh.
When the black Smurfs came to America, they changed them to purple Smurfs so it wouldn't seem so racist. So they changed them to purple Smurfs so people wouldn't be offended.
Yeah, and then how often do you see a purple Smurf even now?
I've only seen them in one episode. But the Bizfly, which is what gave him the black disease, I've heard references to it in a couple of Smurf episodes and a couple of the comics.
Okay.
Let's play the game.
Yeah, let's just play it. Oh, I guess I got the controller.
Oh.
Ooh, Act 1 is the forest.
Is that clumsy, Smurf? It's clumsy.
Yep.
Okay.
And there's a tree with a hole in it and a leaf. And owls throwing acorns.
Is it a squirrel or an owl? Which one is it? I could actually see that it could be a squirrel.
So
like with the nose,
yeah.
but it looks more like an owl.
Yeah.
Because it is in a hole in the tree.
Yeah.
And that and the ears and the eyes just make it look more like an owl.
Yeah.
I was just looking at you and you're like, hey, how's it going? He's like, get away from me.
What you doing?
It's like, whoa.
Hello. I'll go see your buddy.
Me.
Hey.
Don't take me. He's like, I will beat you up.
I have something interesting, I wonder.
And then like when the
do they run out of acorns?
No. And
oh.
then what if like the owl when it finally lifts his body up out of the tree, it has like these big gigantic muscles.
Yeah.
It's like, what'd you say to me? So
you see that leaf? I fall right through it.
Yeah, some leaves you can pick up and some you can't.
Okay.
The only leaves you can't pick up are the ones that like look like that, one like right there.
Oh.
The ones that fall down, I think you can jump on them and then you can kind of get higher up in the air.
Oh.
You can get higher up in the air. I played this game before. I know how it works. Just never got past this part.
Hey, Alvin. What are you doing in the tree?
Simon Fedor.
Yeah, there ain't too much in here. Some acorn throwing
Smurf
owls.
dolls. Smurf dolls, you know.
Yeah, a little Smurf doll.
Advertising the Smurf dolls from the 80s.
Smurf doll.
Dolls.
And pound him into a piece of wood.
Wood.
Oh.
You said wood. I've been watching on Beavis.
Now, why would you put a star down there? I mean, seriously, how hard is?
How are you gonna get it?
Yeah.
You gotta be like Baby Smurf to get it.
I should try and get that extra guy Smurf. See how hard it is. This is the easy mode, so you'd think it wouldn't be.
It'd be easier. Than hard.
Yeah, more easy to get.
You got raspberries and leaves. That'd make a good little like fruit salad.
Yeah. I think it's up here somewhere. Is that?
I noticed they don't have Smurf berries in this game. But I think that's because.
So I think maybe if you're running a quick jump.
Oh, whoa.
It worked.
Nice. I don't know if this is based off of the cartoon or the comics. I'd say it'd be based off more of the comics because of the black Smurfs. Because the cartoon was purple Smurfs. But in the other countries, they still called it the black Smurfs or the Smurf Noirs. Or Noirs, however you pronounce it. And even though they still call it...
Holy smokes, I got to the end of the level.
Oh... They still call it the black Smurfs in other countries, even though it was the purple Smurfs.
Oh.
But I think there's more based on the comics with the black Smurfs. And so that's why they don't have Smurf berries. The Smurf berries are never in the comics. They were created by Hanna-Barbera. So, whoa.
Okay.
Oh, I remember this stage. I think I got to this stage a long time ago, last time I played this. And it was hard, because you got all these sharks and fish, and then you got these logs, and you got these leaves you gotta get, and you got the stars. What's up with the stars?
Well, this is a little bit better than that last level. That last level was pretty dull.
It looks brighter.
Oh.
One-hit deaths. One-hit deaths. Oh, we should play Bomberman after this.
Yeah, we should. Oh.
I want to see Godzilla rise out of the water back there.
Yeah.
He floods everything.
You can't go backwards. Well, sometimes I can, sometimes I can't. Like.
And you see Godzilla's footsteps. And then all of a sudden you see all these crystals rising up, and then you see Space Godzilla in the background.
Yeah.
I love Godzilla. And Smurfs.
Ah, gosh, dang it. Alright, it's my last guy. Wonder if it lets you continue onto the... If it gives you a code for level 2.
I don't think it did. It might give it gives you the code, but I don't think it starts you right back at level 2.
Well,
this game has more levels than Super Mario Brothers. That one only had 8, right? This one has over 10. I think.
Well, that one had 8 worlds, but it had like up to 10 levels or something in each world.
Yeah.
Just depending on what game you played.
I think it was 5 actually, because there were like the first like 3 outside, and then the last 2 were inside the Bowser's castle.
Oh yeah, the first one it was 4.
Oh yeah.
The third one it was a lot. The second one there was, I don't even remember.
Third one's my favorite.
I like the second one best. I got sick of playing the third one because it's the only game I had when I was a kid, so I played it all the time. And at one point I played the last level tons and tons of times and could never get past it. And then one night I was just dreaming, had a dream how to pass the level. I got up, jumped on it, and the Nintendo, and I passed the level the way I dreamed it. And the sad part was I played the last level so much that I could close my eyes and play through the very last level all the way to the end. And none of my friends believed me that I could do it, so they came over to watch me. And they even blindfolded me and turned my back to the Nintendo and still didn't believe that I could do it. They thought I was somehow peeking or something.
That's awesome. That is amazing.
It didn't give us a code. Maybe it did and we missed it. Or maybe we were just supposed to go down to where it's a code and start.
Maybe.
Or maybe it just screwed us. I think level 1 is harder than level 2 and 3.
Probably think you had to have like a Nintendo Power.
Oh, it could be.
How did I not make it? I could've made that. Where'd the 3 leaves come from?
Yeah.
I thought I only had 1.
I don't know. Yeah, it'd be funny if when you died they had Gargamel in the background flipping you off.
Nash was like sucking on your head or something. Chewing your head apart.
And then
Hefty Smurf's like,
you suck.
He's like, oh whatever, and starts lifting his weights. Smurfette's watering your flowers like, I feel like there's something different, but I can't tell what it is. Papa Smurf's like, I knew I should have had Brainy go.
And Brainy's going, you moron, you should have turned left when you turned right and jumped 3 spaces and gone to the far side of the tree.
And then Jokey Smurf is like, that's not funny. That's not funny. That's not funny. But he still blows up his little present. He starts laughing. But that is... That's not funny.
I don't remember. Do they have Azrael in this game?
I don't know.
Can't remember if I saw
I think
Azrael,
he's in the very end before you fight Gargamel.
I was thinking he was in this game somewhere.
He was in the Smurfs 2 game.
Yeah.
He was easy to beat. Just imagine how hard he is in this game.
Yeah. I can't believe they made level 1 so tough compared to the other ones.
It wouldn't be so tough if it wasn't for these black Smurfs.
Yeah.
I'm not racist.
And it's probably actually not that tough once you get used to
Yeah,
playing
if you've been playing this for years, you'd probably be good at it.
Even a couple days, you could probably eventually just zoom right through this level. But
yeah, if you spend
compared to
48 hours.
the level after this is way easier than this one is, which is kind of weird.
If you spend all 48 hours in 2 days, you will have mastered this game.
Maybe.
Well, yeah, like this guy, these people want to test this guy, so they lock him into this room for 2 days with this one game and a bottle of water, like a little toilet, and 2 days later they go back in there, and the guy's still on Act 1, and his eyes are like, his eyes are just like wide open. He's like, I almost beat it that time.
Yeah, let's see, level 1, you got a black Smurf, you got an owl, a squirrel that looks like an owl throwing nuts at you, flies and worms. They just need to give you a stupid fly swatter so you can swat the worms. Or swat the flies, you can just step on the stupid worms. Is there any Smurfs that have 4 letters in their name?
There's baby, but I don't know if that would work. Because there's no A in here in the codes.
Oh.
Joke, maybe? So, Joke. Even though his name's Jokey, but you never know.
Yeah.
Okay, nope. JZBB.
Yeah, we're just randomly putting in codes. You know, the game's really bad. You stop playing it just to go to the password and then put in codes to see what happens.
I remember I was playing Super Mario Brothers with the Game Genie, and I typed in EXE, and the game just glitched out. Like it was from a creepy pasta or something.
Yeah.
Like Sonic EXE, just EXE always means something evil, gaming creepy pastas.
Yep.
But I mean, the whole game glitched out. Like you could barely see anything, because everything was all like all sprites and messed up sprites and stuff. You couldn't see what's going on. But and the music, you could still hear the regular old Super Mario Brothers 3 menu music, but
Yeah.
the whole game just glitched out. It wasn't even that bad. It didn't actually glitch out until he got to the map.
Mhm.
But when it got to the map, then it just started glitching out.
Yeah, with that, if you put in like you just randomly stuck in codes, sometimes the game was unplayable. Other times you wouldn't even know if it actually did anything. It probably didn't. Everything seemed normal. You can just keep playing. But what I hated is when they add codes, like where they give you, okay, you're invincible, and then you'd be running and you'd like fall in a hole, but since the way the game worked is it would, when it took all your energy away, you'd die, but you'd fall in the hole, and since you're invisible, none of your energy would deplete, so you'd stay alive, stuck in the hole, and have to start the game over.
You know what? What was the... What game did we use the Game Genie with? Oh, yeah, I was playing Godzilla Monster of Monsters, like last summer. I was playing it, and I put in cheat codes for invincibility, and Godzilla died, and the game just, he didn't actually die. I mean, the game just froze right in the middle of the game. I got to, Mecha Godzilla, I think, and the game just froze. and that made me so mad. And it even happened with Mothra too. Like, I just began the game, I started playing with Mothra after I beat Varan and started going towards Mogera with Mothra, and it just froze up right when Mothra hit the ground.
Were you using the Game Genie that time?
Yeah.
What the heck? Do that again.
Like,
Oh, Snoopy. Doc.
where?
Oh. And you gotta love it when you do that. You start doing
I
really
didn't
good,
want to
and
play
then
the
you
rest of the game anyway.
you
I
fumble.
just
Yeah, it
didn't
sucks.
want to.
Hey, look, he's got a Smurf berry on his butt.
My dad, he always said that. He always thought it was like a turd hanging out of his pants. And then it wasn't. He didn't know they had tails until I said, "Oh, Smurfs have tails." He's like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "Oh, then what's that thing on his butt?" He's like, "That's his tail." He's like, "Oh, I thought it was like a piece of poop or something." Wanna try again?
I'll try
One more
time, and that's it.
Can't take any more of this.
This first level's pretty
Impossible. I mean, why is this so hard?
Gosh dang it.
I think there's a 16, like, not 16-bit, but like a Super Nintendo Smurf game, but I never saw any of it. Like, never seen any proof of it, but I heard there was like a SNES game of it.
Of the Smurfs?
Yeah.
I didn't
There's a Game Boy one too, and then there's like a bunch of PlayStation games. Like, there's like a Smurf racing game
Oh yeah.
for the PlayStation. I actually saw it at one of the gamers in Omaha when I went to Omaha a couple of years ago, and I stopped at Gamers and they had 2 Smurf games for the PlayStation, but they're like $20 each.
Oh jeez.
Yeah, the graphics didn't even look that good. I mean, of course it was PlayStation, but I'm not all for graphics, but
Yeah.
$20 for something that does not look that good. I mean, it'd be different if that's the kind of games we had back. Like, if we still had games that looked like that, that would be a good deal to me.
Yeah.
But you know, now it's a PlayStation game. You don't even make don't even make games for that system anymore.
Yeah.
Why spend $20 on a game made for something that can't even buy any new games for it anymore?
Yeah, and if anything, if you want to play the games, you just have to pretty much get an emulator and you can download the games anyway, so...
Yeah.
Gosh dang it, what's up with me falling down these stupid cliffs?
I think the Smurf sees something down there. He's like,
Yeah.
like the only Smurf bear in the entire game.
Ooh, what's down here?
Is that crystal? And he's like, no, that's a giant spike.
Yeah. I think we're done with this game.
You think so?
I think so. I'm getting bored of this game.
I love this game because it's Smurfs, but that's the only reason I like it.
Yeah. It's okay. I think if they did a different level for level 1 instead of the one they got, it'd be better.
That's why I had to call them acts. Like, what's this? Like a opera or a play or something like that? Like,
Yeah.
It's a radio show.
I can't believe it didn't let me continue. I'll have to watch the video because maybe it offered a code and I just hit the start button too quick.
You mean like it might show you the codes when it shows you this video?
Yeah, when I edit the video. Probably. Alright. I think that's it.
Alright.
We're done.
See ya.
See you later.